Charlotte, what's going on and why are you carrying a dead plant around?
Hey Liz, this plant used to be my friend Ellie's, but she was on holiday and well, her plant kind of died because it had no water.
Oh, and she didn't want it anymore?
Well, Liz, I tried to explain to her that there might still be a hope in saving it, but she was just so sad and crying and said it was gone, so I comforted her and I took the plant.
Oh, I see. Well, I think the plant is really beautiful. Please tell me you're going to at least try and bring it back to life.
Wait, we've already said the word of today.
Yes, today we are looking at Jesus' next I am statement.
Which is...
Can I tell you the story first and you will hear it in the story?
Yeah, sure.
Great. So, in the New Testament, in the book of John, we can read about a guy named Lazarus. In John 11, we see that Lazarus was sick, and Mary and Martha, his sisters, took care of him when he was sick.
Oh, I know this story. And even though Mary and Martha took such good care of their brother Lazarus, he just kept getting sicker and sicker. So they sent someone to tell Jesus that his really good friend Lazarus was very sick.
Yeah, and the Bible speaks of Lazarus as the one Jesus loved, which shows us that him and Jesus were pretty close. But Jesus didn't hurry to Lazarus' house to heal him. Instead, Jesus said that what was happening would show how great God is. So Jesus waited 2 days to go see Lazarus.
And while Mary and Martha were waiting for Jesus to arrive, Lazarus got so sick that sadly he died.
But that wasn't the end. When Jesus was getting close to the town, Martha ran out to meet him and said, "If you would have been there, he wouldn't have died."
And Jesus said to her, "Your brother will rise again."
And then Jesus said something amazing to Martha. In fact, what Jesus said is our memory verse from John 11, verse 25. Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will live, even though he dies."
Whoa. And Martha said, "I believe that you are Christ, the Son of God, who was to come into the world."
Then they went inside and Jesus asked Mary, Martha's sister, where Lazarus was.
Guys, can you guess what Jesus did?
Jesus cried on the way to Lazarus' tomb. And when they got there, he asked them to move the stone at the entrance. But Martha told him that she didn't think this was a very good idea, as Lazarus had already been dead for 4 days. And it probably smelled quite bad in there.
But Jesus said, "Did I not tell you guys that if you believed, you would see the glory of God?" So they took away the stone, and Jesus looked up into heaven and he prayed.
Then he said in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come out!"
Can you guess what happened next?
Lazarus came out with his hands and feet wrapped in strips of linen and a cloth around his face. And Jesus said, "Take off the grave clothes and let him go."
What an amazing miracle.
It is, but Jesus promises us that if we believe in him, we'll have life even when we die.
That sounds a little bit weird, Lois. Can you explain to us what that means?
Yeah, of course. It means that because we believe in Jesus, we can live with him forever in heaven, even though our bodies may die. And that's great news. Jesus gives us hope.
So he tells us that knowing him is way, way, way more important than our physical life, because he gives us a different kind of life, which can bring us hope.
Exactly. He is saying that life with him can be so much more than anything else because we know Jesus. So even when we're struggling or there are challenges in our lives, Jesus tells us that knowing him is the key to a full life right here, right now.
Whoa. So even if I can't save Ellie's plant, at least I can have a great conversation with her all about Jesus.
Yeah, and maybe you can teach her our memory verse for today? Should we learn it?
Yes.
Okay, here are your words. Can you try and put them in the correct order?
Okay. I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will have life even if he dies.
Correct. I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will have life even if he dies. I wonder if this week you can have a think about what this means to you.
And then maybe you can go and share this with someone and tell them what life with Jesus can be like.
Amazing. Should we go and learn more about this together?
Let's go.
Bye.
Bye.